Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to some more Midnight Foxes as we continue our break from Monster Hunter World. And I have not played this game at all yet, but the one thing I've discovered is that it does not appear to have a volume control. So hopefully it's quiet enough on your end. On mine, it's still quite loud. But nonetheless, here we go. So this is the first tree, following on from Spirit of the North. As I understand it, we are this fox, and there is presumably a tree in here somewhere. But, you know, we're gonna see exactly where we end up. And it's probably gonna be very adorable and cute, as foxes tend to be. Hopefully, the game is quieter than the main menu. But yeah, do let me know if you guys struggle to hear me.
18 months.
Yeah?
Wild. Who's ready for some foxes?
Thank you very much for that, Dusty. It is presumably me.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
The
yeah,
fox?
a bit. Usually get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
Oh my god, we can double jump. Okay. This will sound like a criticism, but I promise you it's not, which is our fox doesn't seem very heavily animated. But it's very, very endearing. But can we dive? Yes. Like so. I have... The only remote clue I have that I'm going the right direction here is that I was given a tutorial message. Face first into the ground. I don't think there's much in the way of snow physics for this game. No? Oh no.
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
Jesus, we're 5 minutes in here. We're 5 minutes in and you're giving me this.
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other two children,
Oh joy.
so she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Ah, Sentinel. Gotcha.
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree.
Oh god, I had to follow them.
It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Dude, write a book. Herbs. This game is gorgeous. It has foxes, so it's automatically beautiful. Although, like, legit, I have yet to see an indie game involving a fox that does not look magnificent. That's out of place. Do I sound like a fox this time? I don't know. We haven't said anything. Also, I'm gonna be damn near deaf after this. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a decent idea there, Dusty. Nope. Wait, wrong thing. There you are. Oh. Glory be. I can actually hear myself think again. Okay, let me know if that's good for you guys. Yeah, for a hot moment there, I accidentally turned down the volume of XSplit rather than the game. Oh, that looks special. Yep, that looks important.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
Dude, really, just write a book. Also, so glad that wasn't another child. Don't think I could take two of them in like in about 10 minutes. Here we go. Gubbins. Mid-air gubbins. Oh boy! Okay. Good news, fall damage doesn't exist. Is that a tent? Nope, stack of logs, apparently. Hello. Up, up, stack of sheet metal. Anybody here? No. What a time to find out if fall damage exists. I mean, that's almost like a tutorial right there. It's just, here's an objective that you did get that is in mid-air over a giant cliff edge. This'll be where you either die and find out fall damage does exist, or live and find out it doesn't. But you won't know till you try. As ever, we're not going to be trying to 100% this, but I'm going to try and grab the ones I can find. I actually came pretty close to 100%ing Spirits of the North. Find out if you can end up deep in snow. Yeah, that'll happen as well. One way or t'other. Nope. Scene transition. Ooh. Pretty. We're a lot less fluffy than Spirit of the North, but I think we're still very pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lovely mug. Ooh. There's another diggy, I think. Smooth, but probably still quite soft.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular.
I was very
just
unpopular.
forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious.
Okay, so you're from Alaska.
He was so
then.
busy working, he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a
Hard
living, and
decisions.
He couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, there's a waterfall over there. Nope. Missed it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dang it. Wait. Butterflies plus the double jump? I have no idea what butterflies is. What does butterflies mean? Oh, those butterflies. Is that to say I jump high when I have butterflies? Okay, this is a weird mechanic, okay. Can I only... Oh, okay, I can only use them for one jump, but sweet lord, that's quite some air we just got. Dang it. Come on. There we go. There we go, got it. Yoo-hoo. Oh. No, missed. I guess they always go back to the same place. Like I can change direction mid-jump. Welcome to video games. I'll be thankful at least that it's not just by, like, strafing. Which for some reason works in basically all video games. If you strafe, you move left and right, even in mid-air. Apparently our narrator got into some trouble with the law. If only he'd just complied. Not all video games? I mean, sure. It would be impossible for me to say all video games on the basis that I have not experienced all video games. But a lot of them. Like, that's as true in Team Fortress 2 as it is in Minecraft. Okay, another diggy. Desk. And cigarettes. Is that... I wonder, can we... Hey! We can sit in the chair. Not quite sit, but, you know, we can stand on the chair. And oscillate considerably. Yeah, this looks like a police, police cell. There was a thing over here, wasn't there? Yeah, there we are. Diggity.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were, and how they'd come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while.
I see.
The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Where do we go next? It showed us how to get up onto this ledge, but there didn't seem to be anything much beyond it. Unless I am blind. Which is also possible. Whoop. Nearly missed one. Or two. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Which is always pretty much guaranteed utter nonsense. They are very mad and very disappointed. Ooh. No loading screen this time. Oh, is that the car then? If we turn it on and it starts playing bluegrass, we know that's Dad's car. Come on, come on, come on. Dang it. So do I use this to get up there? Or do I use it to get up there? Probably yes. I know disappointment makes kids feel worse than mad. Depends upon the child and the adults. If, as an example, your dad has a bit of a temper, mad is not something you want him to be. Apparently I somehow missed this. Okay. But there doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go with them. But I feel like there must be if there are butterflies right there by the waterfall. Is there like a room behind it? Let's find out. I don't quite think I can clip into the terrain properly to find out. Nor can I tilt my camera up high enough. But at least we have the security of knowing that we're now very clean. is interesting that these butterflies are clearly, like, they're clearly orbiting, but they're not rotated independently, they're rotating in addition to our rotation. So when we move around, they stay in the exact same position. Oh, this is tall. Ah, okay. I need to get a lot of butterflies. And then I need to tie little, like, ropes to them. And then I can fly off like the main character of Up. Which I guess means I need to get the one on the waterfall first, because I need to jump to get to them. Let's just send you guys back to where you started. Ah, there's a sequence required now. Whoop. Okay. Cannot double jump unless you jumped first. Gotcha. Cannot jump in midair. There we go. Does feel relatively specific about where you need to be. So if I grab that one. Yeah. Double butterflies. Oh, nice. There's the light under there too. Very nearly. Oh no, do I have to jump to get... No, I should be able to walk my way up. Come on. Okay, fine. Oh, did that seriously use all of them? Okay. But I have to jump to get to those ones. Can I walk up the big rock and drop down? Yeah, that might be it. Okay. Physics didn't quite agree there. Yeah, walking up the big rock might be the solution. I can understand how that's like the puzzle here in what sequence and how do you get these things, but it does feel very much like I should be able to decide if I use them. Aha! Okay. Back over to the wall.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
Am I glowing now as well? Ooh, pretty. Oh, come on! Seriously? Great, we have to go get them all again now. Bit of a cross between Echo and that dragon. I mean, I'm definitely never playing that dragon on stream. For sure. Probably never, period. I know full well what that dragon is about. And I've lost 2 people to it already, so, yeah. There we go. At least we know how to get these now. if it was like a charge kind of system where I just like pushed a button to expend a butterfly jump or something. A, I probably wouldn't be back here grabbing these again. And B, it'd probably be a lot easier to grab them. There we go. Once more to the wall. The narration styles reminding you of that dragon? Yeah, I can see that. Okay, let's try from right underneath that light. There we go. Whoop. I'm glad we found out that there's no full damage already. This is bright and sunny. That can only mean whatever's buried here is good news, right?
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on?
Also, we've just discovered that this particular fox is a she. Duly noted. So we slightly outran the narration there. Yep. Went too fast. Yeah, just a touch. I misestimated exactly how far away the edge was. Is that... Looks like a mattress. This mattress holds no secrets. Oh, fair enough. I must not have registered that then. Obviously, I heard it because it was played at me, but I must not have registered the Vixen part. "42. And there's something up here. This game is definitely low res. I can't describe it as anything else, but it is very pretty. Like, it's delightfully so.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time.
Oh,
If he wasn't
birdhouse.
watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
I believe this would be the eponymous first tree. Although it's not the first, we've seen a lot of trees before now. Every time we dig something up, I get scared going with the kids. I'm expecting it.
Even at my most distant, At the
A
times when I
knife.
detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
That was very touching and beautiful, but the only thing going through my head that entire spiel was, what have you got there, Fox? A knife! What's that? Not a 3. There we go. What a 3. Okay, so I have to stand on a rock and bow? Yeah, that was quite a spiel, but no offense to the game developers there. That was entirely me being a gremlin. Fox with a knife, watching what crimes will she commit? Well, welcome, Shadow. Eck. Missed one. Narrowly. There we go. 47. Now where's this big rock? Ooh. Interesting. That's related to architecture, I believe. Huh? What have we got over here? That appears to be Z fighting something terribly. Is that a tent or a house? I think that's a house. Or a shed or a barn of some description. Can we come in here? No. Also, the music has dropped out entirely, and that's worrying.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused.
Huh.
I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk. And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's
The
funny
bear or the
is I
people?
think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, They were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Apparently. I actually grew up in a haunted house. It was very interesting when my pet started to join the menagerie. 50 stars! This game is very pretty. Typically houses should be built on top of the ground, not in it. It depends on the house. Yep, there we go. Aha! A rock. I shall name it Dwayne. Because that's not a played out joke yet. Whip. Hit, come on. There we go. Come on. There we are. Squishmallow has announced Halloween plushies coming out tomorrow. Ooh. Enjoy. I don't think I'm in a position to be buying high quality expensive plushies right now. But if you'd like to see me buy some high quality expensive plushies, head over to patreon.com/lying and you can support my need. Australia has a whole bunch of houses and a whole town built in the ground? Yeah. And occasionally they have people just sort of dig them up and destroy them for the sake of, like, oil. Yeah. We can't be wholesome for too long. After some point I have to be dreadful. Okay, so back to the mattress. So let's see, where's the next one? There's one more rock. And if we crack an egg on it on a hot summer's day, we might smell what it's cooking. Oh, some lights up there. They find opals when they start building the houses, which ultimately helps pay for the house. I mean, I'd hope you were able to pay for it by the time you started building it, but beggars, choosers, all that. Oh, is that a big light? That is a big light. Either that, or it's a waterfall that goes into the sky. Oh, that's very high up. There's lights there. I'm not entirely certain how I get up there. That might just be the next region. $54. Yeah, that's definitely a big light in the sky, isn't it? Oh, and some more lights. This place seems a bit, less verdant. I suppose if there was obsidian, then that would mean volcanic activity, wouldn't it? So, Oh, I was expecting a cave. is not as impressive as 42, though. I don't know. There's definitely a number coming up fairly shortly that is significantly more impressive. Jeez, some huge chunks of obsidian here. Aha! There we are. Way forward. Why did that sound like the terrain was moving? Is there still a big light in the sky? Yes, there is. Okay. So there's still something we have to dig up. But I'm really not sure how we get to there. You've named your latest foster kitten Obsidian. Ooh. Please tell me they're bright orange or something. Like, basically any kind of cat, but, like, jet black. Ah yes, this is our calico, Obsidian. Light. I missed one. $62. Come on, there we go. Let's see, how do we get up there? Actually, that's just in midair. That might just be a marker. That might just be a clue as to where we have to go. Let's see. Let's try and go around here and see if that gets us anywhere. And if not, then we'll just head back to the tree. Ooh, there is definitely a diggy over there, though. Ooh. And something over here. No trespassers. Oh dear. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. Not much happening over there. Okay.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though.
Most of them,
There's
in fact.
nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
I mean, I can say for certain the house I grew up in is not the house I grew up in anymore. But that's because it's been heavily redecorated. And different people live there now. Does it count as trespassing if you're a fox? Arguably more so, since a lot of people have decent enough reason to keep foxes out. It's because we're awesome and they are jealous of us. And they do not wish to share their chickens. But they are stingy and selfish. Let's see. Untitled Fox game. Oh, I would play the hell out of that. Okay. Ah. The way ahead is open. I'm not sure how we even get all of these, but we're gonna try. Okay, 1. 67. Yeah, nope, nope, nope. 68.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Damn it, we got hit in the face with plot. Right, well, Fox v Wolf. Let's see how this goes. Oh, damn it. Well, 0 for 2. Rawr. Get back here. I demand satisfaction. Oh, sweet Christ, he just leapt. Leap. Come on. We just need one more. There we go, 69. We did it, everybody. We got there. Whoop. Swiftly kind of becoming a mix of Sonic here. Your wolf sibling? Sakura, your wolf sibling is a dick. Get back here. Your legs are a lot longer than mine. Again, that's true of most people. They killed Nick enough times? Maybe. But that wolf has killed 2 children, 2 adorable little fox kids, on camera. I feel like demanding justice is reasonable. Oh, there's another dig up there. Canid on canid violence, this'll be. In the red corner, we have Canis lupus. In the blue corner, we have Vulpus vulpus. What do we have to dig up now? Wolves don't eat foxes.
I can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Is that letters? Yeah, that must be the bad news. I want to see a tiny adorable kid following me around. Oh. Transition. Whoa. Okay, this got trippy. Landho?
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Is that a rocking chair? Nope, that is a deer, I think. I guess I follow the deer. Or try to, at the very least. Lord help me if there is a wrong way to go out of here. There might be, because this feels like a long way to go, with no sign that I'm going the right way. Well, head for the stars, I guess. Maybe I was supposed to search the island the doe was on? Maybe? But we're gonna have to try and find it again. I mean, the doe went this way, so I figured we had to follow the doe. Isn't that what they'd say in all of those detective novels? Follow the doe? I think that's it to the side. Lion gets lost ASMR, isn't that most games? Most people just listen to my videos for the most part, so I don't know what else they could be described as. Which is somewhat disappointing, considering how much of VFX work I put into some of them. Are we sure it was a doe and not a stag whose antlers were in a winter state?
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital, so I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Okay, now what? We're here and there's nothing on the horizon. Oh, I stand corrected. I think it's fairly likely that it's a doe rather than an antlerless stag.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
I mean, if your dad was passed out, I think there might have been some explanation. Stop running into the distance, dang it.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every
Yep.
way.
What do you know? I've called it.
Except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
Okay, we're getting a little bit closer to my kind of childhood here. Please do not.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
I have a concern. Please don't be the Rottweiler. To be fair, this ain't a bad place to get lost. It's very pretty. True enough. But you'll never find a way out if you get lost here. Okay.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
I don't think it's necessarily healthy to glamorize the bad, like the worst traumatizing parts of your childhood as being like, well, you know, they happened so that I could be here. It's like, okay, but you could also be here and not be traumatized. Isn't that a possibility? Oh, thank God. I thought I just got, like, ditched by the doe.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son?
Fortunately, these things require very different skill sets.
I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together.
Roads aren't
Besides,
forged, they're laid,
discovered
but okay.
for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Sorry, but my brain just auto-completed with roads aren't forged, they're laid. You just need to... Ah, my brain is ruining this. But that was really sweet. Very sweet. Well, we found all the deer, and there's the stacks. Has anybody here seen a big, really dumb, ugly wolf? Anybody? You, ma'am, have you seen a wolf? Sir, mildly clipping together with, I'm presuming, your wife? Have you seen a wolf anywhere? No? Sir? Sir? Wife? No? Okay. Wolf? Anybody? No? Hmm? Hearing something, that's for sure. I feel like if they saw a wolf, they'd be running. I mean, some of them would be running away, and then the others would be charging head down. And that wolf would be hecked. I'm hearing something, but I can't tell if it's the deer or, like, one of the birds. Deer are terrifying. I mean, this dude is also from Alaska, so they would be less likely to be deer and more likely to be moose. Who are one of the last surviving megafauna on Earth, and they are hecking massive. Like, legit among the largest land mammals on Earth. Like, if a moose decides that there's a thing in its path, that thing isn't stopping it. They outrun cars. On the highway. Have you seen that video of someone taking out the trash and they see a moose and are just like, nope, I'm going to the trash and hide? Yeah. I've also seen the video of the moose deciding it was going to do a bit of snow plowing. And being up to its shoulders in snow was not the slightest bit of an impediment. Yep, nope. There we go. If a moose decides to stay in your driveway, you have a valid reason to stay home from work in Canada. I mean, if a moose shows up in England, I think I have the same excuse. Every now and then we just get a whale in the Thames. They should add moose to Minecraft. Yeah, but they should be like retaliatively hostile, like pigmen. And if you anger the moose, well, it's your own fault. Did I know they can dive up to? Figured the data was 300 feet underwater. Yes, which is why killer whales are one of their predators.
She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Oh. 93. 97. Yep. Dream logic, there's no fall damage. That should be the death message. You angered the moose. What did you think would happen? No, the death message is, what did you think would happen? Or alternatively, it would be like a shouldn't have done that X, like player name. 98. 99. 100. Which for some reason has 3 stars on the achievement. Is there no one over there? No. Got no Rini. And there's a hoose. Let's go check out the hoose. Dig sites? I don't see one. The game, Fox and Rain. The chat, Moose. Well, there's some more lights over there. Ah, there is a dig site.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have.
I mean, he also shouldn't have
He
said
was
that.
having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
like the mitigating factors, I think. I don't know that we can reach that house. There's some lumber. Excellent. I do need some lumber support. For I am very old and my back is weak and rickety. No, even the game music has just dropped out from that pun. Okay. I mean, I can see where the dad was coming from. Like, I can understand his full process there. It was inconsiderate, but I can see where he's coming from. Oop. A secondary house. Hello? Anyone seen a really ugly fox? Well, a really ugly wolf? And an adorable baby fox, maybe? Hello? Pint of milk? Spoonful of sugar? No? Okay. Yes, but most of the dessert is spelled differently. It's spelled with a U and two S's. Otherwise known as a me and two spoons. Do we have to try and get to that house then? Well, worth a shot. Let's at least have a look at these lumbers. Maybe there's somewhere we can wait out the rain. No, I don't think there's a way up there. But it is a very rocky cliffside, so maybe we just jump it a bunch. We just Skyrim fox it. Come on. I believe in you. Come on. A little more. This... I feel like I'm putting right up against an invisible wall here. But we are so close. Come on, so close, so close. Nearly there. Nearly got it. Come on. Oh yeah, that is definitely invisible wall territory. Oh, a pity. Nice view though. And before this is out of bounds? I mean, yeah, but when has like a Skyrim animal of any kind ever cared? Okay, so it's not there, as near as we can tell. Is it the other side? Oh. This is where we find out the exit is actually like way that way, where we came from. Nope, I believe I see another light over there. Next to possibly a car or two? Oh, and possibly a dig dig. Okay. Oh, it's getting worse. Ow. Things like dub must be very strange for people who are watching this on YouTube and do not have the context of chat commands being used. Just putting that out there. Okay, a couple of lights off to the side and a diggy diggy. When you're watching VODs and can't see those, it's still weird. I mean, true, but you can see VOD. You can see chat on the VODs. Well, on Twitch, anyways. Okay.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
What kind of movies are you going to that include a best boy in the credits? And please tell me it refers to the production department's dog. I don't recall streaming the vampire videos, so that's true. Oh, the vampire with a Y, those videos, right, gotcha. One moment, chat, I just have to turn off the face
In
cam.
the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
This one goddamn wolf. Look at her, she's so sad now. I also don't even have the option to run anymore. That's when you know it's gotten sad. I'm gonna find this tree, break off a branch, sharpen it into a spear, and show this wolf a thing or two about Roman legend. Ah, you can. Yes, very, very sad, yeah.
was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Tree of life and I mean it's a tree. They're kind of known for being largely inanimate. I will say this particular one has watched them, like, my children die, so apart from being a nice piece of like scenery, it's not doing much for me. Related, there is a pair of games, I believe, called Shelter 1 and 2 that have a similar kind of thing of play a fox, make sure these things don't die. There's also a game called Endling, which has a similar property, and I am not playing those on stream. Heckin' big tree. We're also a fox, so not exactly huge. There's one last message the fox wants to tell her children. I have 113 characters, because that's how many lights I picked up. Badger and Lynx? Okay, my mistake. What do we want to say? Man, screw that fox. Well, screw that wolf.
Your journey was over, but I have no idea. It was only a dream, a distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Where do we go next exactly? What is this? What comes after this loading screen? Okay. Oh, we are human now. I was promised. Oh, okay. I guess that's Rachel. I guess. Is this... I guess this is the house. And the mouse sensitivity is really high suddenly. We just... there we go, that's better. I love AK. 47 or 78? Oh good, she's moving. That would have been awkward. Okay, let's close that, because I expect I'm going to be turning on some lights here. Nope. Okay, guess not. Yep, nothing in the fridge. Bricks are for kids. Okay. So somewhere out there is the quote-unquote my tree. This is a very cramped little living room, but fireplace is nice. Oh, oh right, yes, of course, we were one of those families. We're in Alaska, of course. Nice, look, a nice wood-burning fireplace. That's definitely nostalgic for me. Okay, yeah, military. Huh. I have genuinely no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Oh. That's positive, I guess. Huh. His and theirs. Although I feel like it'd be quite cold in here. Just personally. Needs some fixing up. Head outside? Maybe. Oh. Pardon me. Oh, yep, I can leave. Just wander off into the forest, never to be seen again. Mini truck. The eye truck. Brought to you by Apple. Actually, I think legit my objective might well be to wander into the forest, never to be seen again. Because I feel like otherwise it would have stopped me. Oh, and I even have the option to run. Okay, there we go. There's our prevention from just fleeing into the sunset. Nightly cold air in? Oh yeah, I should go close the door, shouldn't I? Can I jump? Yep, I can jump. I can't double jump though, for I am human. Heck you too, apparently. Don't you talk back to me. There we go. Just so Rachel doesn't get chilly. Oh. I mentioned there was something behind the house. Didn't they? Is the shed maybe? No. Who has AC in Alaska? Central heating, that's all you need. Wait. I didn't touch that. Didn't pick up any keys though, either. we're not going for a drive. Oh, here we are. Here's the campsite. And the camouflage tent. MREs? Oh lordy.
What the hell?
Your dad really was military. Ooh, it's the Divine Fox, apparently. Wait, come back. I need to found a religion. I think I'm gaining. Good old bunny hop. Or alternatively, I'm just tumbling head over heel in the like down the hill here. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, an MRE stands for Meal Ready to Eat. It is chiefly meant as like military rations. They're like ready meals plus, essentially. Look, look, it's the fox I give. At long last, we found them. I am gaining. Okay. Please be positive. Please be a positive ending. I don't know if I want the fox to continue to be glowing when we get there, but... like, is this portion of Alaska twinned with the Chernobyl exclusion zone? I don't know. Oh, there's butterflies. A lot of butterflies. We're running really damn far and it's dawned. Rachel is never gonna find us. Lordy. Wait, I can't even tell if I have shoes on. And it's raining. I'm just going to die of pneumonia for this. Suddenly Coldplay. She may follow the glowing deer. Like we just get our own spirit animals at the doorstep or something. Does it count as fleeing into the woods never to be seen again if you're following something? Nearly caught ya. There we are. I'm overtaking you now. Come on. You're divine. Beat me. Whip tree. Another tree. I certainly would be.
What is this?
If you'd known you could get your attention by carving your name into a tree, he'd have left you a log outside your door of a poem. Of a novel. was wonderful. That was a lovely ending. And genuinely a lovely game. Obviously less than like 2 hours long, but that's... I think it spent exactly as much time as it needed to on that, really. Alright. Well. Would you like to anonymously submit your statement to the first tree to an online moderated database? It may appear randomly to other players. Sure. Still kind of mad I never got to, like, play with my kids, but... Oh. So yeah, short stream today. Didn't intend it to be, but it's just where it ended up. Ah, well. Yeah, go play this game. Go play this game, it is so sweet, and it does not take much of your time. Wait, hang on. The statement on the tree, like that tree at the end? Oh lord. That means that somebody's gonna just see, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that's what it meant. Okay then. But on the other hand, that does mean there's a whole wonderful database of like positive, well-meaning stuff, I presume, if it's curated. But, ooh. The fox got to see them? Yeah, I guess she of all people deserved most to see them. But yeah, so that is First Tree. Definitely go play it. Go check out Spirit of the North as well, because it's also sweet and really cute. And next week we will probably be back to Monster Hunter World, so look out for that. My next stream, however, tomorrow is at 9, and we continue on with Soma. Pretty much immediately after I had ram straight head first into a continuity of consciousness problem, so hey, I'm nerding out a lot about that. And then on Saturday at 9 we have some more Carousel, and we have Among Us added to the wheel now, so we may see more of that. And we have some more programming on Tuesday with Building Blocks, where we try to figure out what other reasons you might find, like you might seek out an Archfey if you're not interested in the Warlock section, which is sort of the only reason they exist, more or less, right now. Yeah, then Monster Hunter World on Thursday. Meanwhile, I do make videos over at youtube.com/RummerComic, and everything I do is powered by you at patreon.com/lying. It's thanks to you that I'm able to do these streams, as well as find and play games like this for you on camera. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all as ever next time.